Today, we're diving into the world of fantasy, but not just any fantasy. I've handpicked 10 books that will sweep you into magical realms, test your imagination, and maybe even mess with your mind a little. Let's start with Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Imagine making a deal with a Prince of Hearts, a deal that promises love but comes with a dangerous price. This book is dripping with fairy tale vibes, curses, and impossible choices. It's whimsical, romantic, and a little dangerous. And just when you think you know where the story is going, it twists. If you love the idea of fairy tales gone wrong, this one's for you. But speaking of twists, the next book takes that idea to a whole new level. Now, The Silent Patient by Michaelides isn't your typical fantasy. It's more of a psychological thriller. But hear me out. The way it plays with perception feels almost magical. A woman shoots her husband and then never speaks another word. Silence becomes her prison and her power. The unraveling of her story feels like stepping into a labyrinth of the mind. And if you think that's intense, wait until you meet dragons in the next book. Rebecca Yarros' Fourth Wing is pure adrenaline. Picture a deadly war college where only the strongest survive, and dragons choose their riders. It's brutal, it's fiery, and it's filled with heart-pounding battles. But what makes it stand out is the emotional depth, the relationships, the sacrifices, the resilience. And speaking of transformation, the next book takes the idea of alchemy and turns it into something truly spellbinding. Alchemised by SenLin Yu is a hidden gem. It's about transformation, not just of metals into gold, but of people, of destinies. It's lyrical, it's mysterious, and it makes you question what's real and what's illusion. And if you enjoy stories that blur the line between beauty and darkness, the next book will pull you even deeper into the shadows. Keri's Anathema is dark fantasy at its finest. It's gothic, it's haunting, and it's filled with characters who are as broken as they are powerful. The atmosphere is heavy, the stakes are high, and every page feels like a descent into something forbidden. But if you think this is dark, wait until you meet the flames of the next book. Brimstone by Callie Hart is fiery, dangerous, and addictive. It's about demons, bargains, and the cost of desire. The writing is sharp, the world is intoxicating, and it leaves you wanting more. And luckily, Callie Hart doesn't stop here, because the next book continues the ride. Quicksilver is like Brimstone's twin flame, fast, sharp, and impossible to put down. It's filled with action, betrayal, and that same intoxicating darkness. Together, these two books create a world you won't want to leave. But let's step away from demons for a moment and talk about something that feels just as dangerous: love gone wrong. Jeneva Rose's The Perfect Divorce might not scream fantasy at first glance, but the way it plays with human emotions feels larger than life. It's about love, betrayal, and the illusions we create in relationships. Sometimes the most dangerous battles aren't fought with swords or dragons, but with words, secrets, and silence. And speaking of secrets, the next book takes us into the ultimate mystery. Dan Brown's The Secret of Secrets is a masterclass in weaving history, mystery, and suspense. Ancient codes, hidden truths, and a race against time. It's the kind of book that makes you feel like you're uncovering the world's greatest mysteries alongside the characters. And if you think that's thrilling, wait until we circle back to Rebecca Yarros for one final storm. Onyx Storm is the explosive continuation of Yarros' Dragon Saga. It's darker, more intense, and the stakes are higher than ever. The storms aren't just in the skies, they're in the hearts of the characters too. It's the perfect finale to this list, leaving you breathless and craving more.